So today, guys, we're going to talk about Home Partners of America. I have a lot of agents, new agents in particular, that are asking questions about how it works or how they could take advantage of it, especially coming into the business. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So Home Partners of America is a rent-to-own program. So say you have a customer who maybe doesn't have the best credit, or they're working on a few things, or maybe somebody's moving to a new area and they're not entirely sure about where they want to finally locate. And a lot of people are hesitant about buying a home in an area they're not familiar with. So a lot of times they say to the agent, you know what, we'd like to rent for a year first to really determine where it is that we want to finally, root ourselves. Now, in these cases, you do have some certain minimal requirements that are asked of the purchaser or home renter. So what happens is this company that's got a lot of money and a lot of capital, they'll come in and purchase a home for one of these individuals I just mentioned. They purchase it cash, the offer gets accepted fairly quickly, and the buyer enters into a lease agreement with them. Now, the lease agreement is year to year. The renter can rent the property for up to 5 years before they determine they actually want to go ahead and get a mortgage and purchase the property from Home Partners of America. But what it does is it allows that buyer to secure the home, and it allows them to be in the neighborhood they want to be in the house that they want to be in, and it also allows their kids to go to a particular school district they want their children going to. Now, in some cases, the buyer may not be quite ready to buy on their own, or they may not have saved up enough money to make an actual purchase. But in this case, Home Partners of America, they'll purchase the home cash, they'll sign a lease agreement with the home buyer / renter, and they'll let them take possession of the home. Now, each year that home buyer waits to purchase the property from Home Partners of America, it'll typically go up about 5% in value. So for instance, say they bought a home for $200,000 cash, they put the renter in there, they say, this is your home, you could rent it up to 5 years. You don't have to purchase it from us, but every year you do wait before you purchase it from us, the value will actually go up 5%. But in our market in particular here in Orlando, Florida, home values are going up anywhere from 8 to 10% annually. So as a renter, it's a good idea for them to do this, because if they're renting an apartment, they get nothing. They throw away their money every month and they get nothing in return. In this way, they're actually working towards home ownership. They're getting their act together, they're fixing their credit, they're building their income. In some cases, maybe a purchaser wants to buy a home. They just haven't been working in their current job for 2 years, which is required for most loans. Or they may have just recently started a business and they haven't owned it for 2 years, but they want to be here right now. So Home Partners buys it cash, they put them in there, they rent from them year to year. And if you buy it back from them within the first year, even better. But on year 2, it'll go up 5% in value. Does that make sense? Now, what happens is Home Partners will actually prepare the property as well. So if they purchase the property cash for the buyer / renter, they'll actually make improvements and pay all the closing costs. So they'll pay the closing costs associated with the purchase, and they'll go in and paint or put new floors or carpet down to ready the home for that new homeowner / renter. When the buyer renter in that property ends up purchasing it back from Home Partners, they actually will pay them back the value of the property plus any 5% increase for each year they waited, and of course reimburse them for closing costs and any improvements made to the property for them. But at the end of the day, this is a great program. It lets people purchase a home or / purchase, rent to own a home that they couldn't normally be able to purchase on their own based on their own merits on financing. Now, in most cases, all you need is a combined household income of at least $50,000. So that means everybody. That means mom, dad. If there's a grown child living in the house and they're earning income, that counts as well. So $50,000 income, and in most cases, they just need to have a 550 to 570 credit score in order to qualify for this program. Now, in some cases, as a new agent, you might be working with a buyer who keeps getting bid out. If they submit an offer and all of a sudden 3 other offers come in, and that buyer is having a real hard time finding a property because that seller wants either cash offers or they want conventional, and your first-time home buyer with an FHA may not get qualified. Well, in these cases, you might take advantage of the Home Partners program because you can qualify that buyer from Home Partners of America. Home Partners of America will buy that property cash, which means your FHA buyer who wasn't getting approved before by home sellers, now they could submit a cash offer, move into the property, rent it for a year, or they could turn around 8 months later and go ahead and turn around and purchase the home from Home Partners after they get their financing in place. So that's kind of another way to kind of work it. But just to recap, you need a combined household income of at least $50,000. You need a minimum credit score of anywhere from 550 to 570. And when you purchase the home, they'll purchase it cash for you. You sign a lease agreement, and then you're gonna have to give first, last, and security to move into it, just like any other rental would. So hopefully that kind of helps you guys understand the Home Partners of America program. It's very simple to use, and basically any home that's for sale on the market is one property that your buyer can say, I want to choose that property. And as long as it's near a good school district or in a good school district, it should qualify for Home Partners of America. That's usually how they pick which homes qualify. But if it's for sale in a good school district, it should qualify for Home Partners. You can submit an offer through Home Partners, they'll purchase it. It's pretty simple. It's really easy to do. I've done one before for a client, and yeah, hopefully I've mentioned all the benefits. If you like what you had to see, please subscribe to our video, or you can comment questions below. That's much appreciated. And let us know if you used the program before, or kind of how it helped out one of your customers or saved a deal when you needed a deal to be saved. Other than that, I'll see you again next time. See you later.